You know, this is what was pretty interesting because you and I had this conversation before I went on stage,
Yeah.
and what you said to me totally changed the way that I approached that entire set.
Yeah, what did I say then? I said,
You said a couple of things.
Yeah.
I was wearing this like very cool black leather jacket that says freedom on the back. And then you said, dude, that shit, that is a costume. You need to be like more exposed, more honest, and more vulnerable.
yeah.
And you go, it's like, just stop trying to be so cool. And then I was like, yeah.
Were you a bit offended then when I said that?
No, I knew you were right.
Yeah.
I knew you were right.
Yeah,
And
'cause-
100%.
Because that was the truth. I just gave you a mirror, I think.
A very good mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you said something else. So you said these, you said a lot, but you said these two things that really stuck in my head. The second thing was, when something goes wrong, don't be so quick to just try to get out of it, but joke your way out of it by saying like, oh, well, that one didn't work.
Yeah.
Stay in the shit.
Yeah.
And then like you talked to me about this concept of staying in the shit and how you listen to everything in the room and how like a lot of comedians don't seem to be listening as much as maybe they should be, but in clowning you guys are listening a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good lesson I learned. You have to listen to the room. If it's not working, if stand-up comedians they are at home writing a text. This is what I think they do. They write the text, and then they rehearse that text, and then they come on stage and they need to say the text they have rehearsed. So that's like the objective of, or like that's like the job.
Yeah.
But the problem then is they don't listen because the most important thing is to get through the text. Because if you don't get through the text, you don't get to the point, you know.
Yes.
And I think that's a crutch for stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
Because if it flops, you have to just stay in it, you know. You can't just quit it and go right to the point.
Yeah.
So it's good to listen, I think.
Yeah, it is really good to listen because after you said that, I think I decided to take my jacket off. I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm not trying to be like the cool guy. I'm just gonna try to be me, be more honest.
Yeah.
And then I decided to stay in the shit if things didn't go according to plan. And then I decided to listen more. And then I ended up getting into some very absurd, hilarious situations with people in the audience.
Yeah.
And it was so playful and so fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was just because what I kind of struggle with sometimes as a comedian is making my material seem like I just thought it on the spot.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's authentic or real sometimes. And when I'm doing crowd work, the crowd work goes very well.
Yeah.
And then when you switch over into some material and bits, if you're the conf, it doesn't necessarily go as well.
No.
And there's something about being right there in the moment
Yeah.
that the crowd just fucking love.
Yeah, and that was what I saw as well. We saw that you were dressed off, like you were more sensitive, and you had fun. You laughed at yourself, and you laughed about this situation you put yourself in. Like, this is crazy, because now I'm just riffing in more of a vulnerable sense than just being like a conferencier and bang, 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 bang. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it was really good, man.
But you could have the jacket on. I like the jacket, but you need to know what that jacket means. Because how old are you?
43 and a half.
43. And I've mocked you in a good way sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, why do you dress like you are 20? You try to be younger than, like, you're an old guy. Not an old guy, but you're a grown up guy. Why do you dress like you're fucking, like you're in a music video with the Tupac, you know? Or like,
You know why?
Yeah.
Because honestly, I feel like I'm the exact same person since I was 16.
yeah.
I never, and I asked my grandma once, like, you're 89. How do you feel? She goes, I go, you're so smart. She goes, I still feel like as stupid as I am when I'm like 19.
Yeah.
But I really feel like I'm the exact same person
Yeah.
as when I was 16.
And don't get me wrong. I like your style. I think it's really cool. But it's just I feel like I come off like an idiot here, but
No.
I like your style, but I hope that you're like aware that you look like a schmuck, like a fun. You look like a fun guy. You know that Yeah, look, I got like a letter.
I haven't been called a
You look
schmuck
like
for
a
years.
schmuck.